Listen, we've all seen those over-the-top gardening hacks online. The ones that look amazing in a 10-second clip, but when you try them in real life, yeah, not so much. Well, today we're cutting through the noise. I'm showing you 9 gardening hacks that actually work. No gimmicks, no wasted time, just smart tricks you can use in your garden starting right now. Hey friends, welcome back to Timeless Gardening. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. This is where we share creative, budget-friendly ideas to keep your garden thriving all year long. And to all my returning gardeners, you already know, this is more than a channel, it's a community, and I'm thankful you're part of it. Before we jump in, do me one little favor. Hit that like button if you've ever tried a hack that totally failed. Because same here. And of course, if you love gardening, without breaking the bank, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next round of tips. Hack number 1. Diaper moisture locks. Alright, don't laugh. This one might sound strange at first, but it works like magic. Diapers. Yep, the same kind you'd use for a baby. Inside every diaper is a special gel that's designed to absorb liquid and hold it for hours, and we can use that exact same science in the garden. Here's how you do it. Cut open a clean, unused diaper and scoop out the absorbent gel crystals. Mix those crystals right into the potting soil for your containers or hanging baskets. What happens is incredible. Every time you water, the crystals swell up and lock in the moisture. Then, as the soil starts to dry, they slowly release that water back to the roots, keeping your plants hydrated for days longer than normal. This is a total game changer if you've got plants that dry out quickly, or if you forget to water sometimes. It's also perfect for hot summer days, or for gardeners who travel. Your plants won't be gasping for water when you get back. And here's a bonus. It saves money too, because you're not overwatering or wasting as much. You're giving your plants a steady, reliable supply of moisture without the constant work. It's not fancy, it's not expensive, but it's one of those hacks that makes you say, why didn't I think of this sooner? Hack number 2. Milk jug mini greenhouses. Now here's a hack that turns trash into treasure. Milk jugs. Most of us just rinse them out and toss them in the recycling bin. But in the garden they can become powerful little greenhouses. Here's how you do it. Take a clean, clear gallon milk jug and cut it in half horizontally, leaving one side attached like a hinge. Fill the bottom with soil, plant your seeds or seedlings, and then flip the top half back down. Boom! You've just created a mini greenhouse that traps heat and moisture. During the day, the sun warms up the air inside the jug, creating the perfect little microclimate for young plants. At night, that trapped warmth helps shield them from frost and sudden drops in temperature. And since the jug is see-through, your plants still get all the light they need, without exposure to harsh winds. The beauty of this hack is how flexible it is. You can use milk jugs to start seeds early in spring, extend your growing season into fall, or protect tender plants all winter long. Just pop the cap off during the day, if you want a little extra airflow, and close it back up at night to lock in the warmth. And here's the fun part. Line up a few of these jugs side by side in your garden bed, and it almost looks like a row of glowing domes once the sun hits them. It's cheap, it's easy, and it's proof that sometimes the best gardening tools are hiding right in your recycling bin. Hack number 3. Aquarium water fertilizer. If you've ever owned an aquarium, you know how often you have to change that cloudy water. Most people dump it straight down the drain, but for gardeners, that water is liquid gold. Here's why. Fish waste breaks down into natural nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the very same elements you'd find in expensive fertilizers. So instead of wasting it, pour that used aquarium water directly onto your plants. It's like giving them an organic energy drink, packed with everything they need to grow stronger and healthier. The best part, it's gentle. Unlike some store-bought fertilizers that can burn roots if you use too much, aquarium water delivers a steady, balanced boost. Seedlings love it, leafy greens soak it up, and even flowers respond with brighter, longer-lasting blooms. And here's a little bonus. Aquarium water is alive with tiny beneficial microbes. When you add it to your soil, those microbes help improve soil health, making it easier for roots to absorb nutrients and stay disease-free. It's nature's way of building an ecosystem right in your backyard. If you don't have a fish tank at home, don't worry. Ask a friend, family member, or even a local pet store. They're often throwing away nutrient-rich water every week. With just a little effort, you can rescue it and put it to work in your garden. So next time you're about to pour out that tank, remember, you're not dumping waste, you're delivering free fertilizer straight from nature. Hack number 4. Old ceiling fan blades as garden markers. This one might sound a little unusual, but stick with me. Old ceiling fan blades. You know those dusty blades that usually end up in the trash after a fan upgrade? Well, in the garden, they can have a second life as sturdy, weatherproof plant markers. Here's how it works. Take the blades, give them a quick scrub, and maybe a coat of outdoor paint, if you want to brighten them up. Then cut them down into sections, or just use them as is. With a permanent marker or a coat of chalkboard paint, you've suddenly got large, easy-to-read labels that will last season after season. Unlike flimsy plastic tags that fade or break, these fan blades are built to handle years of wind, rain, and sun. And because they're wide and flat, you can write more than just the plant's name. Add planting dates, care reminders, or even fun doodles to make your garden more personal. This hack is especially handy if you've got bigger garden beds or community plots where small labels get lost. From a distance, you'll spot these markers right away. Plus, there's something pretty satisfying about taking what looks like junk and turning it into something practical and creative. So the next time you see an old ceiling fan headed to the curb, think twice. Your garden could be getting some free heavy-duty labels that don't quit. Hack number 5. Pencil shavings mulch. Here's a hack that'll make you think twice before tossing out those pencil shavings. Most of us just sweep them into the trash, but in the garden those tiny curls of wood can pull double duty as a light, natural mulch. Here's how: sprinkle pencil shavings around the base of your plants or over the soil and seed trays. Because they're thin and lightweight, they form a soft layer that helps lock in moisture, keeping the soil from drying out too quickly. At the same time, they add a gentle buffer against weeds, giving your seedlings more breathing room. But here's where it gets interesting. Wood naturally breaks down into organic matter. That means over time, pencil shavings feed your soil, improving its texture and giving your plants a small nutritional boost. And depending on the type of pencil, the graphite core, which is basically carbon and clay, won't harm your plants either. This hack is especially useful for indoor plants, small pots, or herb gardens where you don't need a thick layer of heavy mulch. It's light, clean, and perfect for spaces where regular mulch feels like overkill. So next time you're sharpening a pencil, don't see it as waste. See it as free, ready-made mulch for your garden. Quick question for you. What's the most unusual thing you've ever repurposed in your garden? I mean, we've seen pencils, diapers, and fan blades so far, but I bet some of you have come up with even stranger ideas. Drop it in the comments below. I love hearing these creative hacks. And who knows, yours might just show up in a future video. Hack number 6. Toilet paper roll deep seed planters. Alright, here's a hack that turns something you usually toss in the trash into a secret weapon for stronger plants. Toilet paper rolls. Yep, those cardboard tubes are about to become biodegradable deep seed planters. Here's how it works. Cut each roll in half or leave them tall, depending on what you're planting. Stand them upright in a tray or shallow box. Fill them with soil, and plant your seeds inside. Because the rolls are deeper than most starter cells, they give crops like beans, peas, or corn plenty of room to stretch their roots straight down. That early root depth means stronger, more resilient plants once you move them outside. And here's the best part. When it's time to transplant, you don't have to disturb the roots at all. Just plant the whole roll directly into the garden. The cardboard breaks down naturally in the soil, feeding the earth as it decomposes, while your seedling keeps on growing without any shock. This hack is especially great if you've struggled with transplant shock in the past, or if you're looking for a way to start seeds without buying fancy biodegradable pots. It's cheap, it's effective, and honestly, it's one of those hacks where you'll never look at cardboard tubes the same way again. Hack number 7. Wine cork drip plugs. Dutch. If you've ever struggled with irrigation hoses that leak or drip in the wrong places, this hack is going to save you a ton of frustration and all it takes is a simple wine cork. Here's how. Take a natural cork, not the plastic kind. Trim it down if you need to, and press it snugly into the hole or end of your hose. The cork swells slightly when it gets wet, creating a tight, leak-proof seal. It's like a custom plug that costs you nothing, and lasts surprisingly long. But you don't have to stop there. You can also drill a tiny hole through the cork and use it as a DIY drip emitter. Stick it into the side of a hose or a bottle, and suddenly you've got a slow, steady watering system perfect for potted plants or raised beds. The beauty of this hack is in its flexibility. Whether you're patching up leaks, controlling water flow, or just trying to stretch every drop, wine corks make it easy. Plus, let's be honest, it gives you a pretty good excuse to enjoy that glass of wine, right? Hack number 8. Old mirror heat boosters. Here's one of my favorite hacks, because it feels a little magical. Using old mirrors to give your plants extra light and warmth. If you've got a mirror that's chipped, cracked, or just too old for the house, don't throw it away. Place it in the garden behind plants that crave sunshine. The mirror reflects light back onto them, almost like doubling the sun's rays, and at the same time it helps keep that pocket of space warmer, especially on chilly mornings or late afternoons. This trick works wonders for plants that need a boost in low-light corners of your yard, or even inside near a window. You'll notice the leaves growing stronger and fuller, almost like they're chasing light from two directions. And if you're into making your garden beautiful as well as practical, mirrors add a whimsical touch. They can make a small garden feel bigger and brighter, while quietly helping your plants thrive. So the next time you're about to haul an old mirror to the dump, try setting it out among your plants instead. Your veggies and flowers just might thank you for the extra sunshine. Hack number 9. Eggshell calcium boosters. This last hack proves that even breakfast scraps can work overtime in your garden. Eggshells, instead of tossing them in the trash, save them, crush them, and turn them into one of the easiest natural fertilizers you'll ever use. Eggshells are packed with calcium, which is essential for strong cell walls in plants. If you've ever grown tomatoes or peppers and battled blossom end rot, those ugly black spots that show up on the bottom of the fruit, it's often a sign your plants aren't getting enough calcium. Sprinkling crushed shells into the soil helps prevent that problem naturally. The process is simple. Rinse the shells, let them dry, then crush them into small pieces, or even powder if you want them to break down faster. Mix them into the soil at planting time, or sprinkle them around the base of existing plants. Over time, they release calcium slowly, giving your plants a steady supply. And here's a bonus. The sharp edges of crushed shells can help deter soft-bodied pests like slugs and snails. So it's like a fertilizer and pest repellent rolled into one, straight from your kitchen waste. It's cheap, it's natural, and it's proof that sometimes the best plant food is hiding in plain sight. And there you have it. 9 gardening hacks that actually work. And the best part, most of them don't cost you a dime. From milk jugs and mirrors to pencil shavings and eggshells, it just goes to show that gardening isn't about how much money you spend, but how creatively you use what you already have. If you learned something new today, let me know in the comments which hack you're excited to try first. And hey, if you've got your own secret gardening trick, share it with us. This community grows stronger every time we swap ideas. For those of you who are new here, welcome to Timeless Gardening. If you love the idea of gardening without breaking the bank, this is the place for you. So hit that subscribe button, join our little garden family, and let's keep making gardening simple, fun, and affordable together. Until next time, happy planting, and remember, every small effort in your garden adds up to something timeless.